parking problem.
Foreign, you're 23.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna 28 from my truck when you're ready.
So I kind of want to get back to the first accident at 7:05. So you get this information from a friend of yours in the area. How did that come about?
Yeah, I was looking into the case. I heard of this lady who lives over in Wells River, Vermont, just across the river from Woodsville, and they eat dinner at approximately 6:30, 7 o'clock every night, and they always have their scanner on. My friend was expecting friends to be coming up from Connecticut, who actually live on Porter Road and then Hill Road, and she was coming up by herself. So when she heard the call at 7:05 on the scanner, she immediately became nervous because this is about the time the lady her friend was supposed to be coming up. So she kept her listening to the scanner, and within just a few minutes of the call, she said she heard them say, cancel the person left in their personal vehicle. So pretty much that the person got out of the ditch and drove away. And then that was when my friend called her friend on her cell phone, couldn't get in touch with her, waited a few more minutes and actually called her at her house on a landline, and because there is no cell phone service in that area, and called her at her home line and got in touch with her, and she felt much better. Because anything that's on the scanner and whatever that they put in the log is public knowledge. They sometimes have to redact a name to protect people. We understand that, but not missing whole sections of like 2 hours missing. That's on one, but not on another.
Which is what was missing from the one that you have, from Grafton County.
Yeah, and they're different.
2 hours is missing?
2 hours is missing from the report.
Which 2 hours?
The 2 hours basically before, from time 7:27, that call goes back to 6:10 at night, and almost no, it's like an hour and 45 minutes I think is missing, and it covers that 7:05 time of what I believe was the actual first call where the car slid off the road and then left the scene.
No kidding. Okay.
Why do you think that's missing?
Yep. I have no idea. I don't think it's a glitch in the computer. I don't think it was a glitch in the printer. I'm not blaming anyone. I am not blaming anyone by any means, but there's something amiss, and I would want it explained. That's one thing I would have wanted explained to me.
Looking into the dispatch and the call logs for the night of the accident are really detailed. Can you talk to us a little bit about that and how you approached that?
I thought that what John had said at some point on one of the podcasts about the 7 p.m. timeline was really interesting, because I do remember that all the media reports had focused on, or had originally said that she had crashed like just after 7. And then the two witnesses that said that they heard that scanner call, that a female had went off the road near Swiftwater Road, but it wasn't in the log anywhere. So I tried to sort of go through the other town logs for that night and see if there was anything that sort of resembled what that call could have been. And and I found one that seemed to stand out for a couple of reasons, and that was call number 4754. The first thing was that the time between when the call was logged and when police were toned out to the scene was 64 minutes, which didn't really seem to make any sense to me, because it was a level 2 out of 3 prioritization, which would suggest that it was more, should have gotten more attention than it seems to have. But then the other thing was the narrative says that there's no PI, but they need the fire department and the wrecker. But then it goes on to say that the subject was requesting an ambulance.
PI being person injured, right?
Person injured, right. But then after all that, no fire or EMS was ever dispatched. So to me, I sort of had to wonder if this might have been the 7 p.m. call, because we know that there were 3 missing calls between, I think, 6:30 and 8:30, or somewhere in that range, right around the time of the crash. There's 3 missing calls. H2, which is Cecil Smith out of Haverhill, is at the scene. So Groton is where this call took place, is about an hour from Haverhill, and during the entire time that this call had taken place, he was supposedly at Maura's scene.